Greetings everyone, Mama Goddess here, and welcome back to my channel. This is Mama Goddess's Space. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for allowing me to be a part of your spiritual journey. This message is for the sign of Aquarius. So if you have Aquarius anywhere in your natal chart, especially your big three, your sun, moon, rising, and or Venus, this message is for you. All right, Aquarius, let's go ahead and get into it and see what Spirit has for you this week. All right, start you off with the Eight of Knives. You know, Aquarius, I've been trying to record this video like 3 times, and for whatever reason, Spirit, there's something that doesn't want you to have this information. And we are going to get to the bottom of this today. Okay. Each time I tried to record for you, there was some type of technical issue, there was some type of distraction on my end, or the weather wasn't doing what I needed it to do. It was. So whatever this is for you, Aquarius, this is very important. All right. So pay attention. All right. Spirit's wanting you to change some things up for yourself. Okay. You have this ancestor card, which talks about death and renewal. Okay. Like rising from the ashes, like a sphinx. Okay. What comes up for you is your father. Don't know. Maybe some of you have some sort of relationship with your father, but he comes up as the father of sticks and the father of baskets, and it comes with this message to pass on. So either you all have had fathers who have transitioned, or you all have had relationships with your father that may not have been the best. Your father was the type of person who was no BS, who didn't take any BS from anybody, sometimes even his own children. And there was a lot of family dysfunctional family dysfunction within this relationship with the Ten of Baskets. Okay, that may have been some sort of breakdown in communication with with your fathers. The thing is, and why Spirit wants you to work on your heart healing, is because this has a potential, Aquarius, for you to for this to be a karmic type of energy where you're repeating the cycles of your father if you don't deal with these issues. Okay, this is why you have the Eight of Knives. Eight represents action, accomplishment, and movement, and knives represents thoughts and ideas. And this is really about, you know, that stuck type of energy. But the thing is, you're not stuck. You feel like you can't elevate past a certain point, even when you are doing your work, even because when it comes to work, everything's fine, everything's straight, everything's good. But there's this small little voice that says, but you better do this, but you better do this, you better make this work, you better make this work. And it's you're being more self-critical of yourself before anybody else has the opportunity to do so, because this is how your father has been on you. Been in what your father's eyes, it may have been, I'm just doing this for your good. I'm pushing you so you can be better than me. I'm doing this. But that type of push wasn't balanced. It was met with a lot of criticism. It was met with a lot of putting you down. And so now this is how you operated your life, where you're already putting yourself down before anybody else has an opportunity to do so. So this is why you double dot your I's and double cross your T's, because and you fine tooth everything, fine comb everything, because of that self-doubt, because of that criticism that has been placed on you for your father. And if you're not careful, okay, this can be a repeated cycle within your relationships, okay, within your partnerships with the Two of Baskets. Two represents duality, partnership, and balance, and baskets represents the matters of the heart, feelings, and emotions. You have this card at the bottom of the deck that says heal your heart. This is what Spirit wants for you in this time, Aquarius, is to heal your heart. And you have to make the decision to do so. I'm telling you, Aquarius, when I did 2 other recordings before this, and it wasn't coming together at the time. I'm like, why is this not making sense for me to pull this energy for Aquarius, but it's all coming clear now. Okay, the messages are coming in clear now for you as far as your relationship with your father is concerned. And if you don't rectify this within yourself, Aquarius, again, like I said, it's going to be a repeated pattern of you being self-critical of others, or you making people around you feel some type of way because you're criticizing yourself. You're having low self-esteem, and the people around you don't want to be bothered with you because of that self negative talk that you have on yourself. But Spirit's like, we want you to change that. We want you to to mend that relationship. Excuse me. You have this card that says happiness, and although you're okay with the way life is, everything is good in your world, there's still a deep sadness that is within you. And that sadness comes from the relationship that you have to mend with your father, or your father figure, or whomever this person was, or whoever this male was for you in your life. Spirit wants you to fix that relationship, okay? Because you do have the burden of tears. This has been a great pain that's been lying dormant in you for some time, and Spirit wants you to, like I said, rectify that. You have this card that says the Four of Knives. Four represents grounding, manifestation, and stability, and knives represents thoughts and ideas. And this card is clarified with this card that says, I invite divine rest. Look at this person here, resting. I feel like for you, Aquarius, you spend a lot of time distracting yourself with work, with your business, with your side hustles. I feel like you spend a lot of extra time working on those things, or even your extracurricular activities. You spend a lot of time doing those things rather than working on yourself. You purposefully do these things to not have to face your demons. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. You do a lot of these things so you don't have to face your demons, because a part of you is scared. A part of you is scared to be vulnerable. Yeah. But you have this card at the bottom of the deck that says embrace change, because it's time for you to change some things up again with this death and transformation card. It's time for you to change some things up for you, Aquarius. This is no longer okay. This way of living, this way of being, this way of behaving, it's no longer okay. It's not working anymore. And there's going to come a time for you where how you used to operate won't work anymore. You'll have to be honest with yourself. And the wind is blowing, okay? Let's call this the winds of change. Yeah, let's call this the winds of change. And where Spirit wants you to set boundaries. Set boundaries with yourself. How much you're going to devote to work, how much you're going to devote to your side hustles and your businesses, and how much time are you going to devote for yourself. Okay? Again, Spirit wants you to open your heart. Open your heart up for healing, which again, it's time for you to be vulnerable. Yeah. Being vulnerable is not a sign of weakness. Actually, being vulnerable is a sign of strength, because you know this, Aquarius, that it takes great strength to be vulnerable. You just have to want to do it. Okay? What other messages do you have for Aquarius? What other messages do you have for Aquarius? Yeah, you have this card that says child, beacon of hope, spring buds, innocent growth, vulnerable. You see that? Vulnerable. This is what Spirit wants for you, to be like a child, or to even go back and reconcile with your childhood. Reconcile those childhood traumas that you had with your father. You have to do this, Aquarius. This is how you're going to have your happiness and your peace. This is how you face these demons, by reconciling with your past, okay? Because some of you may have even turned to drugs and alcohol abuse to suppress those feelings. You have a lot of suppressed and repressed feelings and emotion that you haven't dealt with. Or maybe you turn to different vices, alcoholism, addictions, abuse, avoidance. Like I said before, you use things. Maybe for some of you, this isn't drugs and alcohol. Maybe for some of you, you use different vices. You use your work, you use your business, you use your side hustles to avoid doing the work that needs to be done within you. Okay? Spirit wants you to change that up for yourself, okay? You have this part that says blacksmith, forge, melting, shaping, and tempering. It's time to get to it. It's time to put the metal down. Start melting some things together. Start reforming, restructuring, changing, renewal. Let's get it done. Okay? It's time you have to be growth in yourself. You have this card that says youth, vitality, innovation, potential, and growth. It's time to grow past this. Like I said, the old way of doing things isn't working anymore. It may have gotten you by up until this point, but it's not working anymore. And it's going to come a time where you're going to have to be honest with yourself, Aquarius, and say, you know what, enough's enough. I've tried. I tried it my way. I tried to do the things my way, and I've been just getting by, and it's been helping. It's been working. But you're right, Spirit. I surrender. I'm going to go with the flow this time. You got it. You got it. You have this card that says Uranus. I spark change and innovation because it is. You are gonna this. This is gonna happen for you whether you want it to or not, whether you like it or not. You're gonna have to change, okay? Because this is the only way that you grow. You grow through change, and you're not too old to change. You're not too old to grow. You're not too old to let go. You can do this. I know you want to. All right, Aquarius, that is your reading. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your spiritual journey. If you haven't heard it today, know that I love you. You are loved, you are worthy, and you are worth it. Until next week, go ahead and like this video. Leave me a comment. Let me know how you're feeling. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel and go ahead and hit that post notification bell button so you're notified each time that I upload a new video. Okay? Take care, Aquarius. Peace.